Hi there, Stuart Donaldson here for Pinnacle Exercise Physiology. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to do the lunge exercise. Lunge is a fantastic exercise for the lower body, working your quad muscles at the front of your thighs, your glutes, which are your butt muscles, and the hamstrings that run down the back of your thighs. There's heaps of variations you can do to really spice this exercise up, so I'll show you the basics to get started with, and then we'll progress to a more difficult version. So the first thing I look for when I'm teaching my clients how to lunge is I tell them to take a nice long step forward, like so. It should feel longer than what's comfortable for you. From this position, what you want to do is bend this back knee straight down towards the ground, but don't actually touch it towards the ground, like this. Dropping down towards the ground. Now in the bottom position here, you want to have both knees at 90 degrees. So a 90 degree at the front leg and a 90 degree at the back leg there. Okay? And then you're going to push back up. If you're in a position like this, where you're all cramped up and both knees obviously here aren't at 90 degrees, it means your stance is too short, you need to take it out a little bit. Likewise, if your stance is way too long like this and you feel you're too stretched out, obviously bring that front foot back a bit, shorten your stance up, and again, come into that position where you're 90 degrees at both knees. From the front on angle, you want to have your shoulders up and imagine that your toes, knees, your hips, and your shoulders are all on a train track, all pointing in the same direction. So from the front, again, we're taking that nice long stance, dropping down to 90 degrees at both knees, and you can see my toes, knees, hips, and shoulders are all pointing straight forward. Okay, I'm not out to the side, my knees aren't bent out, and again, I'm not hunched forward. My shoulders are nice and tall, and I find it easiest to balance with hands on hips. With your weight distribution, you want most of the weight to be in your front heel, or at least in the front leg, and about 50-50 between the front leg and the back leg. So we're dropping down, pushing through the front heel to nice and tall, and repeating. Start off by doing 8 to 12 repetitions on each side, so each one that I'm doing is a rep, dropping down. Once you get to that number, switching it up, take that nice long step forwards again, dropping down, keeping the weight nice and even, 50-50 between each leg, hands on hips for balance, or even across your chest, or by your side. Whatever you find is easiest for you, as long as you're balanced, your toes, your knees, hips and shoulders are all pointing. So that was the basic lunge. Now we're going to go through some variations to make this one a bit harder. So first of all, what you can do, grab some weight plates or some dumbbells in either hand, hang them by your side, and then we're just going to lunge as normal. Stepping out, dropping down. You're going to repeat for that number of 8 to 12 or so on each leg, getting through, and again, keeping it nice and even, same number on the opposite side. Okay, a way to incorporate some abdominals into this one is by adding in a twist. So again, keeping that dumbbell or the weight plate with you, take a step out, then you're going to, holding it out in front of you like a steering wheel, twist towards the side that front leg is on, and then come back, pushing back to the starting position, out again. Hold that weight out in front like a steering wheel, twist towards the front leg, and back. So from side on, what that one looks like, nice long step out in front like a steering wheel, twisting towards, and back to the middle, and again, out, down, twisting, back to the middle. Brings a lot of the abs into it. Your middle abs again holding you up nice and tall, and your obliques around the side to bring in that twisting motion. Another way to make this lunge movement harder is by making it into a jumping lunge. So what you need to do, get our nice long lunge stance as per usual, down. From here, what you're going to do is push explosively up through your legs, switch your feet over, and then land in the lunge position again, like this. So it's down, push up explosively, and land soft. You want to land with bent knees so that you don't damage your knees in that landing. So pushing up, and twist, and switch, and switch. Making sure you're nice and balanced in each lunge before you move on to the next one. Now one final variation that you can do is the Bulgarian lunge, or the foot up lunge, in which your back foot is elevated up on a bench or a step of some sort. So here what I'm going to do is put my back foot up on this bench here, again taking that nice long step forward, shoulders tall, and we're just going to drop that again, bending that back knee, dropping towards the ground, and nice and tall. Back down again, pushing through that front heel, really incorporates the butt, the glute muscles, to really work them nice and hard. So do your number that you have to do, switch those legs up, nice long stance, shoulders tall, dropping down through the heel. Dropping down, pushing up through the heel. So there you go. That was the basics on how to do a lunge, with a couple of more difficult variations thrown in there at the end too. So incorporate lunges into your workout. Great muscle building exercise for your quads, your glutes and your hamstrings. Can really get some good muscle development, some muscle toning, and also build a little bit of size there as well, depending on how many repetitions and how many sets you do. But a great functional exercise that you can incorporate into most workouts. This has been Stuart Donaldson for Pinnacle Exercise Physiology, and I'll see you at the Pinnacle.